6:48, your top headlines for Friday in our Smart Start and breaking updates. 2 people are in custody right now after a call for shots fired and a police chase in the city.
There was a shot spotter alert around 2:15 this morning on Alphonse Street. Police saw a car in that area taking off as they tried to make the traffic stop. Well, the suspects kept going, crashed on Portland Avenue, and the driver, a 46-year-old man and a 41-year-old woman with him inside, they were detained. Police say there is no evidence of any actual bullets fired on Alphonse, but the charges are pending.
Happening in just a few hours this morning, the man who brutally beat and then shot and killed a taxi cab driver in Rochester is set to be sentenced.
The initial incident happened in April of last year. For the latest update, we have Aran Spitzer live from the Hall of Justice with the latest on today's sentencing. Aran.
Yeah, guys, as you mentioned, 36-year-old David Porter is set to be sentenced this morning. Now, that's at 9:30. He's facing a maximum potential sentence of up to life in prison. Now, Porter, a 3-time felon, was found guilty of murder, multiple attempted robbery charges, along with criminal possession of a weapon. That was last month. During his trial, the jury watched gruesome video from the victim, David Treese, the third's dashboard camera on the day of the killing, which is April 22nd, 2024. It shows the moments Porter pistol whipped and shot David Treese to death. During closing arguments, Porter's defense attorney asked the jury to keep an open mind after watching the footage, agreeing that Porter is guilty, but challenging the element of intent, arguing Porter was, quote, on a cocktail of drugs at the time, making him too intoxicated to even be able to have an intention to kill. The prosecution disagreed, citing that after Treese was killed, Porter left Treese for dead in the road and crashed the cab into a tree near Central Park before making a run for it. Now, family members and loved ones of the victim say that he was a good man and he did not deserve the fate handed to him. Again, that sentencing this morning at 9:30. For now, reporting, Aran Spitzer, News 8.
Thank you. We'll be following that. And soon after that case, we're getting an update from state police on another investigation, the disappearance of Samantha Sam Nordquist. He was last seen earlier this month, possibly traveling throughout Geneva and Canandaigua. We're told Sam was often known to use bus to get around. 4 people have been arrested during this investigation. Still no word yet on their names or charges. There is a press conference with troopers in Canandaigua at 11. We'll have a team there and we'll bring you updates midday, News 8 at noon, and online at rochesterfirst.com. For now, a lake effect for some here and there, mainly east of us this morning. James?
Yeah, that's the heaviest east, but I think really anybody north of Rochester, you're along the shoreline, you're probably going to just get peppered with snow showers for a lot of today, so be prepared for that. Winter weather advisory in effect for Wayne County. It's breezy, temperatures stuck in the 20s all day long, and then the weekend brings snow. Everybody getting it Saturday, a mix on Sunday. We'll take a look at the 8-day forecast in just a bit. Brennan, how are the roads looking this morning?
So far, still good on the main expressways. James, maybe just a little slow there, as you mentioned, on Lake Road 104 once you cross the Bay Bridge. Passing through the city, everything's moving along. You see the view from 490, getting in and out of downtown near the inner loop. 390 in Henrietta, passing through the thruway. No accidents on our list.
Well, great to see. Back to our top headlines and the latest information on a woman who lied to federal agents during the investigation into Brittany Drexel's kidnapping and murder. That woman will now spend 18 years behind bars.
This is Angel Voss, the longtime girlfriend of Drexel's killer, Raymond Moody. She was given a total of 6 years for each of the 3 counts for lying to federal agents. She was also ordered to serve 3 years supervised release. Moody is serving life in prison after confessing to the kidnapping, rape, and murder of Drexel in 2009. Drexel disappeared when she was 17 years old, the Gates Child High student on spring break visiting Myrtle Beach. That's when she was taken one night and killed.
The Binghamton community mourns the loss of an 11-year veteran of the fire department killed in the line of duty this week.
40-year-old John J.R. Gaudette leaves behind a wife and 3 young children. He died at the hospital after a wall collapsed on him as crews were fighting this building fire on Main Street Wednesday evening. A mayday went out on the scene during the response because several members of the department were trapped inside, and J.R. being remembered by that community as a hero.
Nobody wants to see fires like that. You know, this wasn't just smoke coming out of a window. It took the whole building down. And I mean, that's why a firefighter perished in it, as the building collapsed.
You mourn for the family, you mourn for their friends, you mourn for the fire department. Their fire department literally saved our block, you know, and they lost one of their brothers. It's horrific.
2 other members of the fire department were taken to the hospital after they were pulled from the burning building. They remain in stable condition.
A New York doctor who is an abortion provider has been accused by the governor of Louisiana of participating in a murder.
In response, Governor Hochul says her office received an order of extradition for Dr. Maggie Carpenter, who's charged with providing a criminal abortion by means of abortion-inducing drugs. The governor here in New York put in place shield laws to anticipate this exact situation following the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Hochul says the drugs the doctor prescribed the patient had approval from the FDA.
We have sent out a law enforcement notice that certain out-of-state warrants are not enforceable in the state of New York. Louisiana has changed their laws, but that has no bearing on the laws here in the state of New York. Doctors take an oath to protect their patients. I took an oath of office to protect all New Yorkers, and I will uphold not only our Constitution, but the laws of our land.
Hochul adds she is not signing the extradition order, aiming to protect the doctor to allow her to continue practicing reproductive health care.
There is a new second-hand store opening in Rochester's South Wedge, the Second Look Boutique. It's the business and brainchild of Sarah Pavia. She started her side business, Second Look, as a styling consulting, online shopping service, and an online outlet focusing on those second-hand items. After running the business all online for a few years, she's now opening that brick-and-mortar store. Everything in that store is second-hand, from women's clothing and outerwear, accessories, maybe even a small home section, and some furnishings. For the opening, Pavia will also be adding a men's section. She is thrilled to open the store in person and join a sustainable community.
Living thrifty isn't living less, and I think that's really important. People think about secondhand and they think that it's not for them. I say give it a try. Think about how you are looking at your environment and donate, keep it out of landfills, or come shop secondhand.
The grand opening will be tomorrow at 11 a.m., a grand ribbon cutting at noon. Pavia says there will be discounts and goodies and plans to use the space for future events.
A lot of stuff to check out. Secondhand.
Yes.
That's great for coats, scarves, sweaters.
Yeah. Thrifting is the way to go. Sometimes you just need those staple pieces that you can mix with anything. Yeah. Secondhand is a great way to find those.
Right, outerwear needed on a day like today in the next couple of days. Right.
Coats, gloves, hats.
Yeah, boots as well, as we'll have the snow coming in tomorrow all day, then a mix to snow on Sunday. A lot of the day is at or above freezing. We've got sleet, we've got even rain at times, so really not the prettiest for you. And then just running in the background is just this 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gust all weekend long. Next week, President's Day, a blast of cold. Temperatures way down all week long. But for what it's worth, the lake effect snow activity will be focused east of the lake. So as we go into next week, I don't really see a lot of snow activity, just holding on to cold air.
Yeah. All right. Stay warm, everybody. Thanks for watching us at Sunrise. Have a great holiday weekend. We'll see you back at 7:25.
And CBS Mornings is up next. Have a wonderful day. Be safe.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.